Let's turn now. We understand that DJ is back with us. DJ, sorry about that before, all the way in Calhoun County. If you will, go quickly with your question.
Well, my question is kind of a clarification thing. The officer said that the only law on the books involved texting while driving. But if you have people doing everything from watching TV to playing games to eating and such, is the law only texting and driving, or is the law distracted driving?
Okay, that's a good question for clarification. If you can, officer, address that question from DJ.
That is a great question. And to answer your question, the law is geared towards texting while driving. But you have to keep in mind that although the law is centered around what an officer can do, that still doesn't keep that activity from causing an accident. And the dangers from the accidents being caused is you have to deal with these guys, Attorney Riley. So in these situations, honestly, law enforcement is the least of your concerns. The accidents that are caused from those activities that you mentioned, sir, are much more dangerous than a law enforcement officer performing a traffic stop on your vehicle.
Yeah, and it sounds like, you know, my interpretation of the law is if you're eating a salad, there's not a law that covers eating a salad or reading a newspaper while you're driving. But if it causes you to swerve, well, there is one that gets you there, and the officers can pull you over for that. Now, if an officer does suspect that you're on the phone, texting, whether you're talking, whether you're surfing the internet, maybe you're not, but the officer sees that you're doing something dangerous, you know, they're protectors of the public, so they're going to use their discretion, and my guess is try to make the world a safer place, would be my guess.
Yes, sir.
You know, and look, I'm the first to stand here and say, or not to stand here and say that I'm a perfect driver, I'm never distracted. I would be telling an absolute fib if I said that. But I think our bottom line tonight is just to be more aware. Let's not try to find loopholes around the law. Well, if I'm doing this, am I breaking the law? Well, is this technically, should I do this? Can I do this? I mean, we all know what we were taught in school when we learned how to drive. And we all know that we should not be distracted while driving, whatever it is. It doesn't mean that we don't do it, but we know what we shouldn't do.
Well,
and when you know better, as your grandmother would say back in the day, when you know better, you do better.
And you know, we teach some classes to high schools and things like that. But one of the most important things I think you can do is you can be a good example for your children, because you know they emulate what you do. If they're sitting in the back seat, they're going to do what you do when they get driving age. So I think that's the most important.
And my daughter, who's a teenager and will be driving soon, has called me out on things. So they are watching.
They are watching.
And the hope is that even if we're not emulating it, that they will not do the same. So.